In 2019, the Portland Trail Blazers were my dark horse alongside the Toronto Raptors to win the NBA championship. And they blew it. How did Portland blow it? I'm going to explain this video. This was their chance to win for Dame, the fans, and their contention as a team. So yes, let's get the background. LeBron James was just left the Cleveland Cavaliers to join the LA Lakers in the Western Conference. AD was still in New Orleans. So really, they had no problem. Toronto Raptors were, right now, in the great session with Kawhi Leonard, who just got traded to them. So again, Toronto had made big moves, LA had made big moves. 2 title contenders alongside Portland. And DeMarcus Cousins just signed with the Golden State Warriors, making them a whole lot better. So yes, Golden State Warriors, a third team. This made them a whole much of a better team and really put them on the contending route for a three-peat. So yes, they're gonna say, how does this mess with Dame? It does in the end mess with Dame's title contenders because of the things that happen. Now, Paul George also signed a 4-year deal with the OKC Thunder, making them the 4th team to beat NBA title contenders. Yes, 4th team. The Philadelphia 76ers got Jimmy Butler, and a great massive trade from him, getting him from Minnesota to 76ers. So yes, and I'm gonna make it 5th by now by getting Tobias Harris, a floor spacer. So yes, they had all of this for them. Now, the 16th team is gonna come up, and I'm gonna list how they went off one by one. Of course, that season, Portland did their thing with their 5 teams, really. And I'm also gonna mention Milwaukee because they're the 6th team. Well, that year that they went on going as the 3rd seed, with Damian Lillard averaging 25.6 points, CJ McCollum averaging 21.6 points. Dame had a great season that year, and Yusuf Nurkic averaged 50.6 points. While the role players averaged, I'll put this point where I have to say this. The role players averaged over 7 points, all the way up to 3 points. Well, 4 points. Golden State players averaged up to 6 points to 3 points, while Portland's were 7 points to 4 points. So yes, it's clear that Portland had the better role players. Not just that, it wasn't like last year where they got swept by the New Orleans Pelicans in the first round. Portland learned from this. Or saying, hey, let's contend for the first time ever. And looked like they were. Everything was going smooth and well. Dame was having the best season of his career, and despite it, not many injuries had came in yet to take away the players. So yes, again, Portland was having a great year. CJ McCollum stepped up to say, hey, maybe he can be a good backcourt member to Damian Lillard. This to show you how so much better that the team really had this chance again. I'm about to tell you something that showed that, hey, Portland had the biggest chance to win it. That the Golden State Warriors were having conflicting issues with their team, while Portland wasn't. So again, the LA Lakers were losing, so they were starting to tremble. While Golden State was staying up there, Toronto was up there, Milwaukee was up there, and 76ers. So between them 4 teams now, thanks to the Lakers getting out, this meant that they really had the best chance ever. 4 teams were now left standing really to win the championship. And LeBron James had missed the playoffs in his 3rd time ever missing the playoffs. So yes, LeBron had missed the playoffs his 3rd time. Not in his NBA career, just an NBA career. Oh yeah, remember Paul George? He signed that 4-year max year deal. Well, Damian Lillard told him to his face, it's Dame time, and hit a buzzer beater all the way back court to send them home. So yes, this blew up the OKC Thunder, leaving them with 3 teams left. So yes. Oh, by the way, the Golden State Warriors faced something very serious. DeMarcus Cousins had a meniscus injury. Yes. That makes the Warriors injury prone, leaving 76ers, who just got past the, Brooklyn Nets, and the Toronto Raptors, who got past Orlando, leaving 3 more teams left. They ended up getting rid of each other. Portland got past the Denver Nuggets, who was the 2nd team in the Western Conference. So yes, with the making a miracle comeback, Portland got past them, leaving this. Portland made the biggest comeback ever, and the series was very close. So yes, thanks to CJ McCollum and Damian Lillard, Portland made the biggest comeback yet. And this Legion started to smaller in the second round too. Thanks to so many stuff happening, really. That really took them away. Oh yeah, the Golden State Warriors. Oh yeah, Kevin Durant, he tore his ACL. So yes, Golden State was still injury prone, leaving again 2 more teams left. 76ers and Toronto against Portland. And Joel Embiid was having some sickness issues, so they were injury prone too. Oh yeah, by the way, Golden State got past the Houston Rockets, taking a 4-2 lead. So yes, Houston was out, and Toronto Raptors beat the 76ers, making it just 2 more teams. Milwaukee Bucks and, Portland Trailblazers and Toronto Raptors, making it just the 2 more teams they had to defeat. So you just heard what I just said. Portland really had the best chance to win that series, but they didn't. Why? I'm about to explain. They got swept. Again, Milwaukee wasn't that good when they lost to Toronto. So I have to say that Portland was their best chance to win it in the NBA history with Damian Lillard. Again, because number one, Steph Curry in general and Klay Thompson still put up their numbers, but their team in general in the regular season was averaging the 3 points to 20 points to 3 points, which isn't good. So, and the Splash Bros weren't the same Splash Bros because, Kevin Durant just got injured. So, I really thought that Portland maybe could stop the Golden State Warriors just in that season, but somehow they got swept. I said once they lost the first 2 games, I said they'll at least take 1 game and Golden State will probably beat them. But no, they got swept, which is really proving to me the point why I said I don't like why Portland Trailblazers are overrated is simply because of that. They got swept by the Golden State Warriors. I don't think there's any other way they can really win a championship until LeBron retires, until Kevin Durant retires, and James Harden retires. Because, let me rephrase it to you. Houston Rockets just got knocked out of the playoffs. Philadelphia 76ers were knocked out of the playoffs. Hey, remember the Brooklyn... Oh, they lost in the first round. So really, there wasn't that many title contenders that year, as Golden State was one of them, the Lakers were one of them. I would put Portland up there in Milwaukee and Toronto. And then you add Philadelphia by getting Jimmy Butler. That's 6 teams that were really there. And allow me to explain to you again, Joel Embiid also suffered some sickness. So he not just did not play, but he also got, knocked out in the Game 7. So, again, how did, per se, Portland lose again? I feel like, in general, I've played it to the point that really it's their coaching and not making adjustments. If your team is ready to make the adjustments, it helps you, but Portland wasn't willing to make any adjustments to win the game, to win anything, and that's what killed them. So again, guys, that's why Portland Trailblazers did not win a ring, and that's why 2018 to 2019 was their best season. Now, my channel was made, I'll say, before that. So yes, really, that was their best year to win the championship, and they blew it. So yes, now you're going to say, well, what about Toronto? Toronto, again, possibly could have beat them. They could hold a 4-2 series. Same thing with Portland, could hold a 4-2 series just because. But I definitely see Portland losing it. But if it was Milwaukee, maybe Portland will win it. If it was Toronto, it's a tough series because Toronto in general would go on with nagging injuries sometimes with Kyle Lowry, and Portland could outbalance Toronto. So really, I just say that, it's really the matter of opinion. And Toronto had to have injuries for them to really win that series. Like Kevin Durant getting injured, Klay Thompson. And again, Portland was healthy throughout this series. I mean, one player was missing, but still they were healthy throughout the playoff, kind of. So, I will say it again. Portland had the best chance. They also have Steph Curry. So, yes, Portland, you blew your last chance. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And by the way, shout out to Smooth AJ, a YouTuber who's just now reached 10K subscribers. And I want to congratulate him on it. Congrats, bro. You deserve it. And that's all for now.